everyone, this is Trainboy1522 Productions recording again, and today we've got a special video for you today. So we are in St. Louis, Missouri, and we are currently heading up to Kirkwood to go to the National Museum of Transportation to check out some of the railroad equipment there. So, yeah, we're going to check out some of the, a little bit of the automobile stuff. We're going to check out some of the trains, obviously. And yeah, we'll see you there. We have just arrived at the museum. Over here we've got the Rock Island Aero train sitting over there, and then we got this Navy jet. I don't know what type it is, if you guys can tell me in the comments. So yeah, there's that. So we're gonna head into the museum over here. Over there is a Wabash caboose right there. So yeah, we're gonna head inside. Alright guys, we are in the building. We've got an old trolley car over here. And right here we've got this car. I can't remember exactly what type it was, but it's like a Bluebird of some kind. It's a Chevy. So, yeah. This is actually one of my favorite cars in the collection. And over here we've got a Plymouth. It's pretty neat. And we've got this Virgin thingy. I don't know what you call it. Which is more for the futuristic stuff. And we got a Boston and Providence Railroad passenger car. It's pretty neat. And right here is, what is this? This is like one of these older cars here. What is this? A Big Six. Interesting. There's a big mural of 4006 up there. Looks like we got some Umsco trains running over here. This is a Kato model of some kind. Here is the model train layout. So yeah, we're gonna go get our tickets and so we can get in here. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this building. So we're gonna head outside now. All right, we're up here now. Over there is the engine that was used on the Panama Canal, I think, number 662. And then this is the automobile center over here. And there's the Barrett Station building. Alright, we're gonna go in the automobile center and check out some automobiles.
I got two pickle jars too.
So here we got some stuff over here. This is a Metropolitan 1957. What else do we got here? Something like that, yeah, because they have the same doors.
Yeah, this is 1 year newer.
And here we got another setup here. The German ice train. And a Santa Claus. What else do we got here? We got an old Ford over here from 1906. Pretty neat. And this is a Stanley Steamer 1923. And I don't know what this is. What is this? Gee. Wait, this is a solar car? That's interesting. That's interesting. And then we got this over here, the neon lights. And this is looks like a Chrysler from 1963. Pretty neat. And we got more over here. What are you doing?
Tornado siren.
And then we got another setup here, it looks like. So, yeah, this is pretty neat. So we're gonna head out to the trains right now. So let's get going. All right, now we're out here to see the actual trains over here. And from what it looks like, we've got a Milwaukee Road, what is this, a Milwaukee Road boxcar, or I believe it's a refrigerator boxcar. And then behind it is a Burlington Northern caboose. Back there. And there's a crossing signal right there. Over here we got a Missouri Pacific transfer caboose. And then we've got some steam engines right here. For example, we have the Georgia 724, which people like to call it the rainbow train since one side of it is covered in different colors. But on the other side, it's just in its original primary black. It's kind of weird, but it's interesting. Alright, let's go over to this side. Oh, they actually had them covered up here. Huh. Over here is a Northern Pacific caboose.
Can we go on that train?
Not for the winter.
What?
I'm kind of sad too myself. On this side we have a Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy coach car, number 6117. And then right here is an old tank car.
I like going in there. It's
Yeah,
fun.
we'll do that next year. I'm planning to go here next year. Here's a Milwaukee Road boxcar, which I believe, yeah, it's another refrigeration boxcar, reefer. They might have used this on the Pacific Fruit Express. I'm not sure though. And here is a baggage car owned by the CB&Q Railway Express Agency.
Hey, Cameron, look. Here.
Funny. And there's a Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy RPO car, which it looks like they gave it a fresh coat of paint. And it looks pretty neat. Over here is a grain hopper, and then we have two Union Tank Line tanker cars. And then coupled with this small freight train here is Chicago and Illinois Midland number 551, an old 282 Mikado. And then there's a button area where you can control the signals, if you can, if you wouldn't mind. Let's see. Yep, they're darkened. So yeah, there's that. So here's 551. And there's its Lima Locomotive Works builder's plate up there. It's all covered in snow. So, yeah, here's 551. I'm gonna attempt to get as far back as I can. Yeah, there it is. And here's Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy 9908, a Burlington Zephyr locomotive, the Silver Charger. And then over here is Frisco 1621. Actually, that got a cosmetic restoration and looks better than it used to, I would say. Look at that. It's really neat. It's pretty neat. And I like the way they got that cosmetically restored.
Bad with the good. You are not wise. Ow.
So yeah, here's 1621. And it says Eagle Picture on it. I don't know what that was for.
An eagle?
And then we have Sabine River and Northern number 48, which I need to look up what type of locomotive it was. I believe this is an NW2. I'm not sure though. I think it's an NW2. Built in LaGrange. And then we got the Well Belly tanker, the largest tank car built in the world.
Well belly.
Yeah, that's what they call them. They call them Well Belly tankers.
Well belly. You have a well belly.
And then on the other side, coupled with 1621 over here, is diesel box cab number 50 built for the Baltimore and Ohio. This is like one of the first diesel locomotives ever built. Yes, the well, yeah, look, whale belly.
The well belly. The whale belly. You have a whale belly.
So there's that.
And the whale size belly.
And then we have a Frisco Autorack car over here.
Hey, that's a skinny.
And then we have Joplin and Pittsburgh 2003 right here. People mistaken it as a Elgin Joy and Eastern engine though. And then right here is New York Central 113. I forget what type this engine is. It's an electric locomotive. Yeah, New York Central and Hudson River 113. Can't remember what type it was called. The 2D2, I think. Yeah. I can't remember what type it was called. It was an Alca build, General Electric. Class A S2. Yeah, that's what it was, an S2. And then we have Illinois Terminal 1575. I can't remember why it's covered still. It's been covered for a long time. It's an electric, of course. Sometimes I need to look up these things myself. Class B locomotive. And then we have an original trailer and flat car from the Missouri Pacific with the trailer on top, of course. Mopac there. Yeah, the piggyback flat car. And it looks like they used to run on just one truck per axle here.
You're rolling on my hair.
It's kind of neat. Ah, yes. And right here is the Milwaukee Road S2 bipolar locomotive.
Why on the red it looks like it's bleeding?
Yeah. Yeah, this is the... No, it's not an S2. It's an E2. That's what it is. Yeah, it's the E2. My mistake. And then over here is a General American Pavilion Corporation. I don't know. Yeah, it's a milk car. HP Hoods and Sons. I don't know what type of this is. Yeah, HP Hood and Sons milk car.
Cameron, look at this one.
You're just gonna break every icicle you find. What is this? City of St. Louis Water Division, number 1. Neat.
Oh, my hand's all wet now.
And then we have a Spokane, Portland, and Seattle caboose, number 884. Pretty neat. George M. Pullman Place. Interesting.
Homer Simpson?
And then we have a United States Army locomotive number... Oh, it's a gas turbine locomotive number 1149. I didn't know they had gas turbines. Alright. Now we're getting up to this part of the museum, so yeah, let's take a look at this part first. Alright, so in this area we have... What are you doing? So we have, in this, what is this, a shack, I guess, pavilion, I should say. We have a trolley car number 10 over there. And then right here is Canadian National 5529, a 462 Pacific. Coupled with 5529 is a Missouri, Kansas, Texas. Actually, no, 2 Missouri, Kansas, Texas cabooses that were from the 18 something, I don't know. Coupled with that is a Missouri, Kansas, Texas flat car, as well as a Missouri, Kansas, Texas box car. All of these cars are wood, apparently. And coupled with it is the only remaining Missouri, Kansas, Texas steam locomotive in the whole world. Missouri, Kansas, Texas, number 311. and it's a new scheme that because they cosmetically restored this one to one of its original schemes, and it looks pretty neat with the old KD logo right there. So this is pretty neat. No, we're good. They allow us to go over here. And then in there is the Barrett Tunnel with something inside. I don't know.
You think we can go in there?
No, we can't go in there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. So here's the front of 311 right here. And we can go inside this area. And here's another 440 steam engine right here. Boston Albany 39. Can you make sure, grandson? So, yeah. And it looks like, yeah. Well, they haven't restored this side of 311 though. Still got that. And there's this new logo. It looks pretty neat. Neat. And then we have a Chicago Northwestern 440 number 274 with all these old wheels right here. It's pretty neat. Look at that. And here's a Brooklyn Rapid Transit 1395 passenger car. I think they might be restoring this one too. And back there is Amtrak GG1 number 4916. I'm gonna go over there to see it. Show it here. Yeah, they need to get this one fixed up. Here's the GG1 4916. And it's still in its Penn Central appearance too. The Penn Central black. You can barely see it, but the Penn Central logo is faded on it. It's starting to peel off. So there's that. It's pretty neat. And then we have another Pennsylvania Railroad Electric over here. Let's take a look at it, what it is. This is Pennsylvania 4700. P5 unit. That's what it is. It's one of the electrics that were used on the Northeast Corridor. Back there, it looks like another box cab and an RDC. But we're not gonna go all the way back there, so yeah. Let's head over back this direction. Alright, over here, what is this thing? This looks like an older coach that was used by New York Central. I don't know what type it is, but because they don't have the name on it, but yeah. 256. And then we have another Illinois Terminal Electric here, number 1595. Here's another trolley, number 1743. It's pretty neat. There's 5529 right here. The locomotive and, yeah, the Montreal Locomotive Works. And then we got, looks like a 10-wheeler over here, number 635, excuse me. The St. Louis STLIMNS. I don't know what type of railroad that is, but if anyone of you can tell me. So let's get to the front of it. There it is. And I think back there is an old Missouri, no. Yeah, I think it's a Missouri, Kansas, Texas GP9. Let's check. Yeah, that's it. That's an old Missouri, Kansas, Texas GP9 right there. It's pretty neat. And back here, behind the museum itself is the Union Pacific, I think, Kansas City subdivision? I'm not sure, but it's the Kansas City line. So you can take a look at that. So that's pretty neat. So yeah, that's that. And right in front of me here is actually one of the newest, well, not the newest, but it's one of the additions that came back to the museum a couple years ago. It is Norfolk & Western Y-Class 2A82 number 2156, one of the strongest steam locomotives in the whole world. One of Norfolk & Western's masterpieces of machinery. Let's get to the front of this. And there it is. There's 2156 in that cold winter. Yeah, and then I think this is the art car, one of the art cars that was used on an art train that toured the country. And over here is a Union Pacific tool car that was used on Union Pacific's, I believe this was used on one of Union Pacific's steam specials in the past. So that's pretty neat. And what is that behind it? I think that's a Great Northern or Grand Trunk Western tenor from a Grand Trunk Western steam engine. I don't know what, but it is.
Smile.
So over here in this part of the museum, we have the other barn and stuff. So yeah, there's a better look at 2156 right there. So there's that. And we got 3 Milwaukee Road reefer cars. They have a lot of them. Don't know why they have a lot, but they just do. And we have a couple flat cars in front of them. So yeah, we're gonna head down there to the big boy and the other stuff over there. So let's go do that. All right, right before we do, I needed to check this out for a sec. I forgot to mention, there's an old wigwag crossing signal over here, which you can actually activate, I believe, with this button. The button's right here. You can turn it on. You have to hold it. So that's pretty neat. I noticed that the bell is actually quiet. I think it's just because it's full of snow. So yeah, there's that. So in this area, we have the other barn, or pavilion, I should say. I always keep getting them mixed up. So over here is the Missouri Pacific 4502, which I believe is an RS3. I'm not sure though. I think it's an RS3. Oh god, it's getting cold.
Yeah, that's why we should go.
So over here is Erie Lackawanna SD45, number 3607. Right here. It has the radio equipped sticker on it. So here it is. And right here is the education rail car that was used back in the day. And it looks like it used to be in V-rail paint, but it looks like they're also giving it a fresh coat of paint as well. So it's pretty neat. And then of course up here is Big Boy number 4006, which also got a cosmetic restoration recently. And it looks pretty sweet with this new coat of paint. And it looks like you can't go in the cab. Aw. But, whatever. But yeah. And it looks like they had one of the drivers not painted silver, but whatever. But yeah, they gave it a fresh coat of paint and it looks pretty sweet. So here's 4006.
Oh, here's
in
the
front.
shredder train. Oh, yeah.
So there's the big boy 4006 right here. Looks pretty neat. And right here is Union Pacific Rotary Snowplow 9081 that my cousins are standing in front of.
AKA the shredder train.
Yeah. They actually still use one of these in Cheyenne, Wyoming.
It's gonna kill us.
That's pretty neat. There's 4006 again. One of the things I hope that they do sometime is they actually change the number boards to the original font,
Come on.
because that would be kind of neat.
Are we not going into the building?
We will. So yeah, here it is on the other side. In front of me right here is Union Pacific DDA 40X Centennial Diesel Locomotive number 6944, one of the largest diesel locomotives ever built. And this looks actually newer than I thought when I saw it, but I'm guessing it's still in its old cosmetic paint that it had. And it looks really sweet. There's that. So this is like one of these three right here are some of the biggest pieces in the collection. And then right here is Cotton Belt Wedge Snowplow number 95589. So that's pretty neat. This is another snowplow from like the other one. So yeah, that's about it for this area. So let's go into the big barn or pavilion. So yeah, let's go do it. All right, now we're gonna check out like this part of the museum, which is the big pavilion, where a good majority of the equipment, the good stuff is in, I should say. So right here, to start off, we're gonna take a look at this locomotive, which is New York Central L2A, I believe? L2A, I believe? I'm not sure. L2B, probably. I don't know. It's one of the L2 Mohawks. So yeah, this is 2933, one of the 2 remaining Mohawks that remain in the whole world. It looks pretty neat. So yeah, there's that. Coupled with it is Santa Fe 210-4 Texas type number 5011, which you used to be able to go in the cab, but now you can't. I hope they bring it back at some point. So yeah, let's go inside. Alright. So here's 5011 right here. Okay, now there's no snow in my face.
Train person. I'm gonna go back to Grandma.
Okay. So yeah, there's 5011 right there. Right here is the Daniel Nason locomotive. And right here is Delaware Lackawanna and Western number 952, which looks like they gave it a visor on its headlight now. So that's kind of neat. Look at that. Pretty neat. They did that. So, yeah, that's that. So now we're going to go down here, and we have an Arkansas, Missouri number 102, one of the old observation cars. Someone thought this thing was like 102 years old, but it's not actually. It's just in service for 102 years. I don't know why they said that, but no. It's just that's its car number. You can actually climb up it, and so you can go inside. Or not go inside, but you can just take a peek inside. But there's the inside. That's what it looks like. And this is an old handbrake here. It's different from what I've seen. And over here is St. Louis Southwestern 71, built in 1904. It's an old RPO coach for it. And here we have Illinois Terminal Rail Bus number 206, the Dinky. And then next to it is my favorite piece in the collection, the St. Louis San Francisco steam locomotive number 1522. One of the only steam locomotive in St. Louis that has actually been restored to operating condition. It's one of my favorites. I don't know why they have the headlight turned off though, but that's fine.
Maybe the light bulb's been off.
It might have burned out. I don't know.
Maybe the light bulb.
But it looks really neat. And there goes my phone, so give me a second. All right, I just got off the call. So we're back to the tour. So we're gonna take a look at the 1522 itself over here. So you can go in this area and check it out. So, yeah. This is one of the only 482 steam locomotives that's ever been in excursion service, but now it's being passed on to New York Central 3001 since it is being restored in the future. So, yeah. And there's the cab. I've actually been in the cab before, but I'm not going to go into it today, obviously, since I've already gotten pictures of it. But yeah, here it is in all its glory. Still got the old paint from it. I don't know what that is. And that is a Rock Island caboose over there. A little behind it. Pretty neat. And I think this is an Illinois Central steam engine. Yeah, this is a 280 consolidation number 764. Pretty neat. Let's head over this way. So, yeah, here's the 1522. Looks pretty neat. So, next to 1522 is Terminal Railroad Association of St. Louis number 318, an 080 switcher that was used here. Then across from it is Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy E8A number 9939A. So that's pretty neat. So, yeah, that's that. So over here is Missouri Pacific 6210, a commuter coach that was used on the Missouri Pacific, and we can actually go inside it. So let's head in here. So in here we have the coach itself, and it has some old advertisements. So there's that, some neat artifacts. There's an actual picture of it back then when it was used. It's actually neat. You can barely see it though. And what's interesting about these seats is that you can actually pull them back. I mean, you can't right now but they usually just flip from each side with a little lever. They would flip something like that. So it's pretty neat. They use that technique today, which is pretty neat. So over here is a picture of a 462 Pacific at Kirkwood Depot, number 6627. So that's neat. I wish they could have saved one of those because that would have been cool. Help, please. Yeah, and here's a donation box. So, yeah, that's about it for this car. So we're gonna head back out, and check out the rest of the stuff. Alright, so in front of the 1522 over here, we have a Northern Pacific sleeping car built by Pullman that I believe was also used on the CB&Q as well, because it has a CB&Q logo on it too. So in here you can see the sleeping compartment here with the windows. So it's pretty neat how they have that. And then up here is the weird design right here for the roomettes. It has the one window up here and then the one down here. I don't know what to call it, but it has that unique design. On the other side over here is a Pullman sleeping car. Pullman heavyweight sleeping car, which was also used on the CB&Q. Across from it is a Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy dining car, number 192, the Silver Spoon. And I think I see the other, if you look in the window, there's the ARC train car again, but there's also, I noticed it has the railroad logos on it with BNSF, CSX, Norfolk Southern, UP. So that's kind of neat. So yeah, you can get a new look in the interior. And then coupled with that Pullman sleeper is a Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy observation car, which you can also look at the interior. Very fancy. And then we have Golfmobile in Ohio observation car, the Abraham Lincoln, numbered 5998, which I think they actually redid the interior a little bit because they actually put in seats this time. So, well, not entirely. So yeah, there's that. There's a good look at it. Right there. So, yeah. And then over here, behind the observation car, is another steam locomotive. This is Southern Pacific 4460, a GS6 steam locomotive, one of the only, the sole surviving GS6 in the whole world, and one of two GS steam locomotives that are still alive today, the other one being, of course, 4449. So it's pretty neat that they have that here. And I think the CB&Q observation car was used, oh yeah, it was used, it was part of President Truman's museum campaign train, I think. And I think it was also used in the movie too. So that's pretty neat. Next to it is a Missouri Pacific observation car. Right here in the Eagle paint scheme, number 750.
If you look at this window over here, you can get a full view of the whole car.
Oh yeah. Yeah, let me zoom in down it. So yeah, that's pretty neat. And right here is Lake Street Elevated number 9, the Charles H, which is a small tank engine that they used in elevated train service.
You mean like Thomas the Tank Engine?
I guess so. So that's actually neat. Yeah. Yeah, and there's that Eagle car again. You can see the interior. And then here is a Union Pacific U-boat, which they took the body off of, number 2804. So let me get to the front of it. So that's actually neat. So there's the U-boat. So one of the things that they did is they took the body off so you can see the engine and prime mover itself. So there's the equipment blower right here, the auxiliary generator, and the auxiliary generator, traction main generator, the governor, exhaust manifold, cylinder heads, the camshaft, diesel engine crankshaft block, the crankshaft itself, intercooler there, lube oil filter, the air compressor, and the radiator fan, which That's actually very small. I think they took off the rest of the radiator fan on it. So that's probably why. And you can actually see the difference in the paint here. So this would be the end of the body right here. Because if you think about it, a U-boat body would go across here, and you get air intakes up there, and then the radiator fan up there. And then coupled with that Missouri Pacific observation car is Illinois Central, is the Illinois Central dynamometer car. So this is pretty neat. It's got like electrical systems that show what each part has. So that's, I think, because it can track many things. This is a bay window right here, which is neat. So it was a dynamometer car, and it looks like, yeah, it had sleeping quarters here. So that's neat. Right here is Wabash 573. What is this? What type of reel arrangement is this? A 260 Mogul Wabash F4. So this is one of only 2 Wabash steam engines in the whole world that are still alive. So there's that. And then we have SBIX 1634. Yeah. Yeah, this is an old tank car. And right here is, what is this? Yeah. This is General Motors Electromotive Division FT diesel locomotive number 103. And then across that is the Reading Black Diamond inspection locomotive, which a kid operated at one point.
Ooh.
So that's kind of neat. So let's go over here to see the other 2 big steam locomotives. So over here behind the FT is 2 other steam locomotives. The first one here is Chesapeake and Ohio 2727, a 284 Kanawha or Berkshire, built by Alco. So that's kind of neat. This one was built by Alco and not Lima. So, yeah. And this one had Timken roller bearings on its axles. So that's kind of neat. And this is a K4. Chesapeake and Ohio classified their canals as K4s. So yeah, there's that. And here's its tender. And behind 2727 is Nickel Plate Road 464 Hudson steam locomotive number 170. So that's pretty neat. It's got the Mars light and everything, and smoke deflectors. And I believe this is one of the only Nickel Plate Road steam locomotives ever preserved that is not built by Lima. Yep, this is 170, and I believe it was built by, let me see here. It's the oldest example surviving Hudson. Yeah, it was built by Alco. So that's pretty neat. This is a Hudson.
Is this the last train?
Probably. So yeah, there's 170. So, I think that's about it for the collection. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And, I'll see you guys in another video. So, thanks for watching.